In this video, I'm going to show you how Pluto helps insurance agencies sell and retain more policies while at the same time improving efficiency and reducing costs. Now, you started your insurance agency with a clear vision, a vision of growth, efficiency, and top-notch customer service. But somewhere along the way, things became a bit chaotic and disorganized. You're running your agency at 100 miles an hour, but sometimes you just need to hit the brakes and reevaluate things. Is this the insurance agency you dreamed of building, where sales opportunities are slipping through the cracks, where at times it feels like you're just winging it with no clear process in place? It's time to take a step back and explore ways to make that initial vision for your agency a reality. Hi, I'm Jeff, and I'm the founder of Pluto. Now, prior to creating Pluto, I built and sold 2 insurance agencies from scratch over the course of 15 years. Insurance technology has historically lagged behind what's available in other industries. Agents have been forced to build their own tech stack, duct taping different tools together, and ultimately praying they play nice with each other. This has led to frustration, duplicate data entry, and unnecessary monthly subscription fees. At Pluto, we've set out to change that. In this video, I'm going to show you how Pluto brings everything together inside one platform, allowing you to streamline your agency operations, close more deals, and turn your clients into raving fans. So, if you're ready, let's dive in. When you first log into Pluto, you'll see the agency dashboard. This is where you'll get a quick snapshot of what's going on inside of your agency. Are your agents on pace to reach their sales goal? Is the agency on pace? You'll never wonder again thanks to our dashboard and the sales reporting. As we move down the page, you'll see some important notifications. Things like new leads that have come in, sales opportunities that you're working on, any upcoming tasks or appointments, or anything past due. And then over here, you'll get a reminder to check your unread messages. Further down the page here, you'll see a visual breakdown of your pipelines. At a glance, you can see how many opportunities you have in your sales pipeline and the potential premium to your agency. Finally, at the bottom of the dashboard, you're going to see a quick review of the activity that's taken place inside of your account. All you need to do is choose a time frame, and then you can quickly view things like calls that have been made, texts or emails that have been sent out, completed tasks, and deals that you've closed. And then right over here, as we roll out new features and make enhancements to the system, we will announce those to you here. Let's move on to our contacts page. Like every good CRM, Pluto will allow you to manage and store your entire database, all your clients, all your prospects, in one spot. Now, we also offer a variety of filtering options on this page so that you can create what we call smart lists. And smart lists, they're designed to help you keep track of contacts that fit a specific criteria. Now let's head on over to our campaigns feature. The campaigns section is really our bread and butter at Pluto. Inside of this section, you can create as many different campaigns as you like to fit the unique use cases inside of your agency. We'll even track the response rates you get to these campaigns so you know what's working and what isn't. To speed things up a bit, I'm going to jump into one of our pre-built campaigns so you can take a look at an example and see how these are built. Common use cases for campaigns include things like drip sequences that automatically reach out to new leads as they arrive, X-date campaigns that follow up with old leads as they approach a renewal, welcome sequences that go out to new clients, maybe reminders for late pay and cancellation status. The list goes on, but the ultimate goal with Pluto is to help you automate your outreach process. Here we are inside of an example campaign. Now, Pluto is what's known as an omni-channel platform. And what this means is that you can reach out to prospects and clients using a variety of different communication channels, including things like text or email, video email, call bridges, ringless voicemail, and even direct mail. Now, before I go through how you build a campaign, let's just cover one basic item. How do you get your leads in here? Now, you can add contacts manually. You could upload a CSV file or a Google Sheet with a list of contacts. If you're running Facebook ads, you could connect those ads directly to this campaign. So every time you get a new lead, it flows in here and triggers a message to go out to that lead instantly. You could connect via Zapier, or you could use our API. So there are several routes you can take to get your leads into a Pluto campaign. Now let's take a look at how you actually build a campaign. Now doing so is very straightforward. Ultimately, what you're going to do is just choose the communication medium that you want to use and then decide when you want a specific message to go out. And the beauty of this is you can build drip sequences that go up to 1,000 days into the future. Now, this is an example of a campaign I have built that's designed to follow up with new leads. So you can get an idea of how this is working. I am dripping a variety of different messages out on day 1, day 2, day 3, day 5, and so on. And in this scenario, I'm setting it up where I'm going to keep chasing them until they actually respond to me. Now, this is just an example. You have complete control over how your sequences are set up. Again, you're just going to choose your communication medium and build it out from there. So let's say you wanted to send a text message. This could be the first part of your sequence. Just type the message, choose when it should go out, and click save. Maybe you want to send an email. Same process. Type your message, choose the time frame when it should send. Maybe you want to use a video email to add a personal touch and to improve your response rates. This is one of my personal favorites. You could record your video right here on the fly, upload it from your computer, or choose a video that you've used in the past and use it over and over again. Maybe you want to send a ringless voicemail out to someone. Click record or upload it from your computer, then choose the time frame of when it should send. You could even send a direct mail piece like a postcard, a note card, or a letter. Just quickly come in, choose your design, and you're off. If you're feeling overwhelmed by the need to build out campaigns, don't stress because our team can help. After all, you're too busy building your insurance agency to focus on copywriting skills. Once you have your campaigns live and your leads flowing into Pluto, your conversations will begin. And all of these conversations can be organized and managed inside of our unified inbox. You're going to be able to see a complete history of all your conversations with a contact, and everything is timestamped. Now, this is one inbox to manage all the different ways that you communicate with clients, including text, email, ringless voicemail, and phone calls. We'll even store your call recordings of the client conversation history if you want to reference them later. On this page, you'll find all the important contact details you'll need to reference when having a conversation, like the contact's name, email, phone number, active policies that they have with your agency, the agent inside of your office this lead is assigned to, deals you're working on with this client, upcoming appointments, past notes, and more. If I want to call this contact, I can do so with a single click. When you're ready to send a message to a contact, just click the Send Message button and then choose a communication medium. Do you want to send them a text or an email? Maybe you want to send them a video email or a ringless voicemail. Perhaps you want to send them a direct mail piece or have a chat with them after they view your video. All of this can be done from one unified inbox. Once you have your lead sources set up and your campaigns running, you'll want to set up your pipelines. Now, pipelines give you the ability to view everything you're working on in one spot. Pipelines are completely customizable inside of Pluto, so you can create as many as you want, and they can be for whatever use case you want. Commonly, insurance agents will set up pipelines for things like new leads, working old leads and X dates, tracking service activities, managing renewals. Some agencies like to have a claims pipeline, and even some use it for recruiting. As an example, let's take a look at a pipeline for managing new leads that you're trying to close. In this pipeline, you'll see a variety of stages or columns that represent the stages that I'm going to move a prospect through until I ultimately win or lose a deal. This visual representation lets me know exactly where I stand with all my prospects and keeps me nice and organized. Now, where this tool gets really powerful is when you add in the automation behind the scenes that we call triggers. Triggers allow you to tie in specific actions that fire off when you move a contact from one stage to another. So if I was working Tom Brady here, as he goes through each stage, that could fire off different automation sequences. Eventually, I'm going to win a deal or I'm going to lose it. If I mark it as one, that could trigger a new client campaign to start. If I mark it as lost, it could trigger an X-date campaign that continues to reach out to them prior to their next renewal. Let's take a look at what happens when you mark a deal as one. So let's just say I closed Roger Federer here. I'm going to go ahead and mark it as one, and you'll see a new screen pop up. And this screen is going to ask me to confirm what it is that I just sold to him. And I could go through here, indicate the policy type, the insurance company, the premium associated with that policy I sold, and the effective date. Now I can go through this process breaking down all the different things that I just sold to him. And now what's going to happen is Pluto is going to track your sales and ultimately compare it to your sales goal to make sure that you stay on track. On the flip side, let's take a look at what happens if you mark a deal as lost. Now, losing a deal should not be the end of it. You can continue to work these leads for as long as you own your agency. And so when you lose a deal, we're going to prompt you to answer some questions that indicate why. Was it pricing? Was it just they weren't interested or they weren't a good fit for the agency? What company did they go with? And we're going to say, all right, you lost the deal today, but we're going to win this in the future. So at a specific date down the road, we're going to throw this back in a pipeline for you to work. So you're going to let us know, when do you want to recycle this lead back into your pipeline, where we indicate or give you that notice to reach out to them again. Finally, you're going to leave some notes down here so that when you pull up this deal again in 6 months or 12 months, you know exactly why you lost it and you're up to date before you reach out to them again. One last cool feature that I'll show you before we leave this page is this phone icon right here. Now, what this does is it allows you to take all the prospects that you have at a certain stage and throw it into our sales dialer. That's going to allow you to quickly reach out to everyone, calling up to 10 lines at once and only connecting to the live answers. Now let's move on to our calendar and task management tool. Pluto has its own built-in calendar and appointment booking widget for those of you looking to fill your schedule. Easily add activities to your schedule and have this sync up with either Gmail or Outlook. You can also use our booking widget that's going to allow you to display your calendar online and allow contacts to self-book appointments with you. If you're looking for a way to turn one insurance policy into 10, then you'll love our Circle prospecting tool. This amazing tool will allow you to pinpoint your ideal clients and generate leads on demand. Simply go to the map and pull up a region, a neighborhood, a street, or even a specific address and let Pluto go to work. Let's see this tool in action. Let's say I wanted some information on this neighborhood and the homeowners that live in it. What I'm going to do is I'm going to highlight a region here, and within seconds, Pluto will bring back data on these households. Let's go ahead and pin those rooftops. Now I can go house by house to bring back unique data on the homeowner. We can find data like name, email, phone, marital status. We're bringing back property info, mortgage info, X dates. Oftentimes we can find credit score ranges, income ranges, and more. Now, having access to data like this is obviously exciting, but what makes Pluto unique are the different ways we give you to use that data to grow your agency. You can take this data and instantly add the contacts to a marketing campaign or a power dialer list. The easiest way to get started with Circle prospecting is to use this tool to target the neighbors of your clients. Every time you sell a policy, target 5 or 10 of your new clients' closest neighbors, offering a free insurance quote while highlighting the fact that you recently helped their neighbor. Now let's move on to our Smart Forms feature. Every insurance agency needs a way to capture new leads or a way to gather information from a prospect or client. This can be accomplished with what we call Smart Forms. Smart Forms allow you to build beautiful online forms that can be shared with anyone. You can even embed them on your website. Now, to create a new form, you can start from scratch or use one of our pre-designed templates. Users love how easy it is to create and personalize forms simply by clicking and dragging elements from over here directly onto your page. Let's take a look at an example. This is an example of the type of form that could be used to gather info from a prospect who's interested in auto insurance. Now, keep in mind, this is just an example, and you can customize your forms any way you want to match your unique needs and your brand style. This should give you an idea of how it works, though. I embedded a video on the home page here. And then you start going through the questions one by one. What's your zip code? What type of quote are you interested in? Email address, phone number, and so on. Ask as many questions as you want. Get the consent to text and email them right here by checking a box, and you're on your way. All right, so let's say you got your form ready to go. It's all built out. How do you share it with people? There's a share button up here. We host it for you on our own website, but you can also take that and embed it on your website. We'll give you the embed code and also an iframe code right here. Maybe you want to set up unique rules that determine what happens when someone fills out one of these forms. Maybe you want to have them dropped into one of your sales pipeline. Maybe you want to trigger a specific campaign that goes out to that new lead. You can even set up notifications, both email and text, so that you know the instant a new lead arrives. If you want to route your leads to specific users on your team, we've got you covered. As you can see down here, we have a lead distribution option, which allows you to distribute leads in round robin fashion, and you just pick the users you want to send those leads to, or you could just assign it to a specific user on your team. If you think smart forms are cool, you'll be blown away by our click and drag website, landing page, and funnel builder. This tool allows you to build out full-blown agency websites, a new landing page for that Facebook ad, or a complete sales funnel. If you're adventurous, you can start from scratch using our click and drag page builder. But most of you, I think, will go with our templates. Within seconds, you can launch beautiful new pages just like this. Pluto even has a built-in phone system with call recording capabilities. Need to pull up a past conversation? No problem. Just go to call logs and pull it right up. Looking to get through your sales calls a bit faster? Our sales dialer will help you speed things up by dialing up to 10 numbers at once. You can even add scripts for your team to reference on the calls. This video was just a quick overview, but there's so much more to see. Pluto is jam-packed with features that will help you sell and retain more policies and improve efficiency, all while saving money in the process. Many agencies find that after signing up for Pluto, they're able to cancel several monthly subscriptions associated with their current tech stack. Now, I get it. Switching CRMs can feel like a daunting task, and that's why our team is going to be here to guide you through the transition. We offer free training via Zoom, live chat inside the platform, and a Facebook group for our users. Help is just a click away. Sign up today for a free 14-day trial to see how Pluto can transform your insurance agency.